Chosen one, you did not arrive here by chance. This moment was written in the scrolls of heaven long before your finger ever touched the screen. The breath that carried you here is evidence that the Spirit is orchestrating your steps according to an appointed time. This is not coincidence. This is divine alignment. There is a season for everything under heaven, and you have stepped into yours. Chosen one, you are standing at the edge of resolution. Not the kind the world offers through explanation, but the kind heaven releases through fulfillment. The pressure you have carried, the silence you endured, the obedience you maintained when no one understood, it has reached the throne. What felt delayed was not denial. What felt uncertain was not abandonment. The vision was for an appointed time, and though it tarried, it was never late. Anointed one, this is your Kairos moment, the collision of faith and fulfillment, the crossing between promise and manifestation. You have been refined in hidden places so you could stand steady in this revealed hour. The shaking was preparation. The waiting was purification. The quiet surrender was positioning. Heaven does not move randomly. It moves when hearts are aligned, and your faith has brought you into alignment. Chosen one, resolution is not the absence of struggle. It is the settling of your spirit into divine certainty. It is the calm that comes when heaven confirms what your heart hoped for in the dark. God is not rushing you, He is establishing you. What unfolds now will not be fragile or temporary. It will be anchored, rooted, and sustained. And hear this with reverence. God's reminders do not always come through loud declarations or visible signs. Sometimes what sustains faith is something quiet, simple, and steady that you can return to when your strength feels thin. If you need that steady place of reminder, it is gently waiting below as we move into part 1. Chosen one. What you are sensing right now is not imagination, not emotion, not wishful thinking. It is the vibration of a new season pressing against the edges of your spirit. When heaven begins to move, the first evidence is always internal, long before anything shifts in the natural. And the word rising in me for you carries the weight of that unseen movement. You are stepping into a moment where faith is no longer something you speak about. It is something heaven is now responding to, something that has already stirred the atmosphere around your life in ways you have not fully understood yet. Anointed one, hear this with clarity. What is unfolding over you is not casual. It is not symbolic. It is not a soft encouragement meant to soothe you. It is revelation. Heaven has marked this moment. A spiritual signal went out the day you surrendered quietly, the day you obeyed without applause, the day you trusted when your heart was exhausted. That moment, the one you thought no one saw, shook the unseen realm. I know what it feels like because I have lived it. I have walked through seasons where obedience felt invisible, where prayers felt unanswered, where silence stretched so far I wondered whether God had forgotten me. Yet later I realized that the hidden place was where heaven was writing my next chapter. Chosen one. The same is happening to you. Heaven laughed over your obedience, not in mockery, not in judgment, but in holy joy. The kind of joy that erupts when a father sees his child take a step that required courage beyond understanding. That laugh was a decree. That laugh was heaven saying, "This one is ready." Heaven's laughter is not sentimental. It is an announcement. It signals that something long prepared, something held back until the appointed season, is now being released. Anointed one, What you activated was not small. Your obedience created momentum. Your surrender opened gates that effort could not. Your trust aligned your spirit with a divine timeline you did not realize you were stepping into. And because of that, things around you may feel unsettled or unfamiliar. Your spirit feels sharper. Your emotions feel stirred. Your dreams carry weight. Your atmosphere feels different. That is the evidence of movement. Heaven is rearranging the path in front of you, and even though you may not see the full picture, your spirit has already stepped forward. I learned this in my own life through seasons I did not know how to survive. Moments when I forgave even when anger felt justified. Moments when I gave even when I lacked. Moments when I stayed still even when everything in me wanted to run. I realized later that heaven records obedience far more than eloquent prayers, and God responds to trust more deeply than noise. When I walked into breakthrough, I understood that the keys had been forged in the quiet places of surrender. And chosen one, those same keys are turning for you now. Chosen one. There is a shift taking place, and it is not coming from effort or striving. It is coming from alignment. A spiritual readiness has formed inside you, and heaven has recognized it. You did not have to announce your growth. Your obedience announced it for you. You didn't have to prove your faith. Your steps proved it. You didn't have to convince heaven, you were prepared. Your surrender whispered what your words could not. This is why heaven has begun to move. This is why you feel anticipation without evidence. This is why you sense breakthrough without clarity. The heart always enters a new season before the hands touch it. Heaven is bringing acceleration where you once moved slowly. What resisted you will respond to you. What was delayed will be released. What felt distant will draw near, not because of striving, but because of surrender. Anointed one, there is also a divine transfer unfolding in this hour. When heaven identifies a heart that can be trusted, heaven begins to release what was preserved for the appointed time. This transfer may appear financially, relationally, emotionally, or through new assignments and divine connections. Some of it will feel sudden, some of it will feel long overdue, but all of it will be right on time. As Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3 says, "The vision waits for its appointed time. Though it lingers, it will surely come." Chosen one. You are stepping into that appointed time. The shift inside you has rewritten the landscape in front of you. Your past no longer binds you. Your old cycles no longer define you. What was once a place of delay is becoming a place of release. What once felt like wilderness is now becoming evidence of preparation. Heaven laughs because heaven sees how ready you truly are. And if you feel the weight of this word in your spirit, it is because heaven is confirming what your intuition has already sensed. You are not standing on the edge of change, you are inside it. Something irreversible has begun, something divine is already moving toward you, and the next steps you take will not be taken alone. Anointed one, breathe, let your spirit settle. Heaven is not rushing you, heaven is aligning you. What comes next will not overwhelm you, it will affirm you. And as this revelation continues to unfold, let your heart return to the quiet reminders God gives, the kind that steady you when words are not enough, the kind you hold when strength feels thin, the kind you revisit when you need peace. Chosen one. There is a reason your spirit has been more sensitive lately, why even small shifts in your atmosphere feel magnified, why your discernment has sharpened without explanation. When heaven begins positioning you, the internal world awakens before the external world rearranges. You are feeling the tremors of a supernatural transition already in motion. The alignment you stepped into through obedience has begun releasing a divine sequence that cannot be reversed, slowed, or silenced. And whether or not you feel prepared, heaven has already declared that you are ready. Anointed one, understand this. Heaven does not measure readiness the way the world does. Readiness is not perfection. It is surrender. It is the quiet yes that costs you something. It is the willingness to trust even when clarity is absent. It is the courage to walk into the unknown because a whisper from God carries more weight than 1,000 confirmations from people. That is what heaven saw in you. That is why heaven responded with joy. And that is why the atmosphere around your life is shifting so dramatically right now. Chosen one. Heaven's laughter was not a reaction to something small. It was a proclamation. It signaled that the season of testing has completed its work. The refining, the pruning, the hidden battles, the silent endurance, all of it has produced something inside you that heaven has been waiting for. The delays were not punishment. They were protection. They were preparation. They were shaping you into the version of yourself that could carry destiny without collapsing under the weight of it. I say this as someone who has walked through long stretches of waiting. Seasons where every door stayed shut, every prayer felt suspended in the air, every step forward felt swallowed by resistance. At the time, I thought I was forgotten. But later, I understood the truth. Heaven was preparing me for things I could not yet handle. Opportunities I would have mishandled, blessings I would not have been mature enough to steward. What felt like stillness was actually strategy. And chosen one, the same divine strategy has been shaping your journey. When heaven laughs, cycles end. Patterns break, old identities loosen their grip, and a new realm of spiritual authority begins to rise in you. That is why certain situations that once triggered you no longer have the same power. That is why some people who once held emotional influence over you no longer carry the same weight. That is why old fears feel weaker, old insecurities feel thinner, old wounds feel lighter. Heaven has been healing you in places you didn't even know were still bleeding. Anointed one, pay attention to the subtle changes. They are the signs of spiritual elevation. Your voice is becoming steadier. Your thoughts are becoming clearer. Your prayers carry more authority. Your inner world feels less chaotic and more aligned. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Heaven elevates you spiritually before heaven elevates you visibly. Chosen one. Now comes the part many fail to recognize. As heaven positions you, your environment will start reacting. Not because you are doing anything wrong, but because your elevation is disrupting what once felt comfortable or familiar. Some connections will feel stretched. Some conversations will feel empty. Some relationships will feel misaligned. This is not loss. This is spiritual physics. When destiny calls you upward, anything that cannot rise with you naturally falls away. I have lived this too. There were people I thought would walk with me forever, people I leaned on, people I trusted with my vulnerabilities. But as heaven shifted my path, those connections loosened. At first, I mourned it. I questioned it. I resisted it. But eventually, I realized it was mercy. Not everyone is meant to walk into your next season. Some people are tied to the version of you that survived, not the version of you that is stepping into purpose. And heaven, in its kindness, removes what you would cling to so you can step into what you are called to. Chosen one. Do not fear this pruning. It is making room. Heaven is aligning you with voices that speak to your future, not your past, with relationships that sharpen, strengthen, and support the anointing on your life. You will not walk into elevation alone. Heaven is preparing divine partnerships, divine connections, and divine alignments that will meet you at the exact moment you need them. And this is where the supernatural acceleration begins. When your heart aligns with heaven, time behaves differently. What once took months begins unfolding in days. What once drained your energy now comes with ease. What once resisted you now yields. This is the evidence that you have stepped into your appointed season. Heaven is not simply moving for you. Heaven is moving with you. Anointed One, I want to tell you something from my own walk. There were seasons I begged God to hurry. Seasons I felt behind everyone around me. Seasons I believed I had missed my moment. But when heaven's timing finally collided with my obedience, everything accelerated in a way I could never have orchestrated. Opportunities unfolded without striving. Provision appeared without searching. Clarity came without forcing. And I realized what heaven had been whispering all along: delay is not denial. Delay is development. Chosen One, you are standing in that development's fulfillment. The internal shift has completed its work. The external shift is now beginning. Things you prayed for will begin to take shape. Paths you thought were closed will open. Doors you stopped knocking on will unlock. Not because you pushed harder, but because your spirit is now aligned with heaven's movement. But hear this as truth you will need soon. Expansion is not gentle. Breakthrough is not comfortable. Heaven's promotion requires you to release versions of yourself that felt safe but were limiting. It requires courage, willingness, and surrender. Old fears may try to rise, but they will not rule you. Old doubts may whisper, but they will not define you. Heaven is equipping you with strength for what is coming and peace for what is passing. Anointed One, breathe again. Heaven is not just shifting your season. Heaven is shifting your identity, your authority, your assignment. What is coming toward you is not small. It is kingdom level, destiny level, legacy level. And as this unfolding continues, hold close the quiet reminders from God, the simple, steady truths that carried you when understanding failed. They will steady you again in the days ahead. Chosen One, there is a holy reason you feel the atmosphere tightening around your life, as if something unseen is drawing nearer, as if your spirit is standing on the threshold of a door heaven is preparing to open. What you are sensing is not confusion, it is convergence. This is what it feels like when the spiritual realm begins to align the natural realm with the destiny written over your life. You are not waiting for breakthrough anymore. You are stepping into the moment where breakthrough starts to recognize you. Anointed One, listen with the deepest part of your spirit. Your obedience has positioned you for a divine sequence that has already begun to unfold. You didn't just surrender, you shifted timelines. You didn't just trust God, you unlocked access. You didn't just endure the hidden season, you graduated from it. Everything you walked through quietly was seen openly in heaven, and now heaven is responding openly to what you did quietly. This is why your intuition feels sharper, why your dreams carry weight, why your emotions fluctuate as if something beneath the surface is rearranging itself. That is not instability, that is spiritual recalibration. Heaven is adjusting you to the frequency of your next season, the rhythm of your calling, the weight of your assignment. You are not the same person who entered the last storm. You emerged refined, steady, strengthened, and spiritually awake. Chosen one, you have to understand what obedience does in the unseen realm. Obedience is not merely an act, it is a signal. It is a spiritual announcement. It tells heaven that your heart is aligned, your posture is steady, your spirit is trustworthy. That signal travels faster than any prayer. It reaches deeper than any emotion. It carries farther than any words you could speak. And when heaven receives that signal, heaven moves. I know this because I have lived it. There were seasons I prayed loud prayers but carried silent disobedience. Nothing shifted. But the moments I prayed quiet prayers and carried costly obedience, heaven opened doors I didn't even know existed. I learned that God is not moved by volume. God is moved by surrender, not by perfection, but by purity. And chosen one, that is exactly what heaven has seen in you. This is why your environment feels different. Something divine has been activated. Something irreversible has begun. Heaven is not simply releasing blessings to you. Heaven is positioning you to receive what already belonged to your destiny. This is not reward alone. This is inheritance. Spiritual inheritance, emotional inheritance, relational inheritance, in some cases, even financial inheritance. Heaven transfers what the earth could never give when a heart reaches the fullness of alignment. Anointed one, pay attention to what is happening internally. Your discernment is becoming more acute. You are noticing things you once ignored. You are sensing truth behind words. You are recognizing motives behind actions. This is not suspicion. It is spiritual maturity. Heaven sharpens your discernment before heaven enlarges your territory, because you cannot carry influence without clarity. Chosen one, a new identity is rising in you. An identity not shaped by wounds, failures, or delays, but by heaven's original intention for your life. You no longer resonate with the insecure version of yourself. You no longer fit inside the boxes people once placed you in. Your spirit is rejecting limitations that once felt normal. That is because you are no longer living from survival. You are living from calling. This shift in identity is not emotional. It is spiritual. Heaven has begun rewriting the way you see yourself, the way you think, the way you walk, the way you pray. You are stepping into a version of yourself that was formed in the fire, strengthened in the wilderness, and crowned in surrender. And with this new identity comes expansion. Anointed one, expansion does not begin visibly. It begins internally, through a holy discomfort that pushes you out of what once felt familiar. It exposes old insecurities only so they can be uprooted. It reveals old triggers only so they can be healed. It brings old fears to the surface only so they can lose their power. This inner stretching is preparation for outer increase. Heaven cannot place something heavy into hands that still tremble from old wounds. So heaven strengthens the hands before heaven releases the weight. Chosen one, you are also entering a phase where solitude will feel different, not painful, not lonely, but purposeful. When God enlarges your territory, He reduces your crowd. People who once understood you may no longer relate to you. People who once walked closely may drift. People who once depended on your brokenness may feel threatened by your healing. Do not misinterpret this. It is divine alignment, not relational failure. The truth is, some people were assigned to your healing season, not your destiny season. Others were connected to your wounds, not your wisdom. And still others were comfortable with the version of you that carried burdens, but not the version that carries authority. Heaven removes what would limit you before heaven reveals what will lift you. Anointed One, new people will begin entering your life. People whose spirits recognize your calling. People who carry clarity, wisdom, and light. People who speak your future language, not your past vocabulary. These individuals are not coincidences, they are divine placements. Heaven never promotes you without surrounding you. Chosen One. You may notice your prayer life changing in this season. Your prayers feel less like petitions and more like declarations. Less like begging and more like partnering. Less like fear and more like faith. This is what happens when spiritual authority awakens. You begin praying from identity, not insecurity, from inheritance, not desperation. This is not pride, it is alignment. And as this authority rises in you, something beautiful happens. Your presence begins to shift atmospheres. Rooms feel lighter when you enter. People feel truth when you speak. Conversations carry clarity. Even your silence holds weight. This is evidence that heaven has placed something on your life that cannot be hidden. Anointed One, hold steady. You are stepping into territory your family line has never walked. You are becoming the turning point of your bloodline, the hinge upon which generations will shift. And even if the weight feels unfamiliar, heaven has already equipped you for it. Chosen One. As this unfolding continues, hold close the small, quiet reminders from God, the ones that steadied you before and will steady you again. They will guide you gently as you step further into what heaven is releasing. Chosen One. What you are walking through right now is not confusion. It is transition, a holy transition that feels like pressure, only because heaven is expanding you beyond everything you have known. The old season is dissolving beneath your feet, and the new one is rising even before you can name it. This is why your emotions have been unpredictable, why your spirit feels tender, why even small shifts around you feel amplified. You are standing in the tight space between who you were and who you are becoming. And that space always feels narrow, always feels intense, always feels sacred. Anointed One, hear this with clarity. Transition is not the evidence of failure, it is the confirmation of growth. Only those who have outgrown their old spiritual dimensions feel this kind of stretching. Only those who are being entrusted with more feel this kind of internal reorganization. You are not breaking down, you are being rebuilt, you are not losing control, you are gaining capacity. Heaven is enlarging your inner world so you can carry what your destiny requires. Chosen One. Some of the emotions rising in you right now are not regression. They are release. Old insecurities are surfacing because heaven is uprooting them fully. Old fears are trembling because they know they cannot follow you into the next season. Old wounds are coming to light because healing is reaching deeper than ever before. Heaven never elevates you while leaving parts of you unhealed. Heaven brings everything to the surface so nothing weakens you later. I know this intimately. There were seasons when I thought I was slipping backward because emotions I had buried suddenly resurfaced. But over time, I learned something sacred. God does not expose what He is unwilling to heal. If something has come to the surface, it is because heaven has decided it is time for that thing to lose its power. And, Chosen One, heaven is doing that work in you now. Anointed One, the stretching you feel is not punishment. It is preparation. Destiny disrupts comfort because comfort builds stagnation. And what God has placed on your life cannot flourish in stagnant environments. This is why familiar things suddenly feel uncomfortable, why old habits feel empty, why certain conversations feel draining. Heaven is detoxing your atmosphere. The uncomfortable pull you feel is God separating you from what cannot accompany you into your appointed season. Chosen one. With every spiritual expansion, heaven introduces a new level of responsibility, and responsibility requires clarity. This is why your discernment has sharpened so drastically. Heaven is ensuring that as new doors open, you will know which ones are yours. As new people arrive, you will know who is from God and who is not. As new opportunities appear, you will recognize the ones aligned with your calling. Discernment is not suspicion, it is protection. It is heaven's way of keeping you aligned with the path prepared for you. When heaven amplifies your discernment, it is a sign that elevation is near. And elevation is exactly what your spirit has been sensing in these recent days. Chosen one. Another shift is unfolding, the expansion of your assignment. Heaven is increasing the territory of your purpose, the influence of your voice, the weight of your presence. You may even notice people responding to you differently, not because you changed your tone or your style, but because heaven changed your spiritual rank. Some will be drawn to you because your peace exposes their chaos. Others will feel unsettled because your growth reveals their stagnation. Do not shrink to accommodate their discomfort. You were not refined to remain the same. Anointed one, heaven is not elevating you for appearance. Heaven is elevating you for impact. Your life is becoming a tool in God's hands to shift atmospheres, break cycles, illuminate truth, and release healing simply through your obedience. Influence is not measured by the size of your platform, but by the weight of your presence. And your presence is gaining weight because your spirit has gained depth. Chosen one, as heaven expands your assignment, solitude will become both a refuge and a requirement. Elevation reduces company. Not because people are bad, but because your spirit is becoming too aligned, too sensitive, too focused to tolerate noise that once blended into the background. You are not being isolated, you are being insulated. Heaven is protecting what is growing inside you. There was a time in my own journey when this transition felt painful. I felt abandoned, misunderstood, and out of place. But later, heaven revealed the truth. Some people were connected to the version of me that was still bleeding, not the version of me that was healing. Some were assigned to the broken chapter, but not the breakthrough chapter, and others were comforted by my weakness, but threatened by my strength. Heaven separated us not to wound me, but to preserve what God was cultivating in me. And chosen one, heaven is doing the same for you. Anointed one, do not fear the divine subtraction. It always precedes divine addition. Heaven is making space in your life for relationships that carry spiritual weight, wisdom, integrity, and alignment. People who will speak life into your spirit. People who will challenge you in purpose. People who will strengthen your calling. Heaven never elevates you without surrounding you. Chosen one. Now, pay attention to this. Your inner atmosphere is preparing for manifestation. What heaven has been cultivating in silence is about to move into visibility. You are entering a chapter where the unseen and the seen will begin to overlap. Opportunities will appear without effort. Provision will align without struggle. Conversations will emerge at precise divine moments. These are signs that destiny is becoming tangible. Your spirit knows this. That is why you feel a quiet boldness rising inside you. That is why fear feels weaker. That is why hope feels heavier. Heaven is awakening confidence you did not know still lived in you. not arrogance, but alignment, not ego, but clarity. You are not becoming someone new. You are becoming the version of yourself heaven always intended. Anointed One, hold steady. Allow heaven to continue shaping your inner world. Let the pruning finish its work. Let the stretching deepen its purpose. As this part of your journey unfolds, keep close the quiet reminders God gives you, the simple, steady truths that strengthen you when the world feels loud. Chosen One. There is a reason the atmosphere around your life feels charged, as if something unseen is gathering strength, as if the air itself is watching for what comes next. This is the stage of destiny where heaven begins to move pieces you cannot see, aligning timing, opportunities, and people with a precision that only God can orchestrate. You are not imagining this shift. You are not overthinking it. You are discerning what your spirit has already stepped into a new dimension of purpose. Anointed One, what is unfolding around you is not random. It is the manifestation phase of your obedience. Heaven always moves in this order: revelation, alignment, obedience, and then manifestation. And manifestation often comes quietly at first, not through fireworks, but through gentle confirmations that appear in everyday moments. Conversations that leave you stirred, doors that begin to unlock, ideas that return with unexpected clarity, favor that reaches you without effort. All these are signs that heaven has begun to unveil what has been hidden in preparation. Chosen One, you must understand that every breakthrough has a spiritual origin. Nothing shifts in the physical world until it has already shifted in the spiritual world. Your spirit has already crossed the threshold. Now your life is catching up. This is why your intuition feels ahead of your circumstances. It is why you sense change before you see it. Heaven always updates your spirit before heaven updates your reality. But with manifestation comes spiritual pressure. Not the pressure that crushes, but the pressure that shapes. The pressure that accompanies expansion. The pressure that prepares you for the weight of influence heaven is placing on your life. You are carrying more authority now, more discernment, more clarity, and with greater spiritual weight comes greater responsibility. Anointed One, I know this pressure well. There were seasons where I felt stretched beyond my own understanding, where I knew I had grown too much to return to who I once was, but did not yet know how to step into who I was becoming. In those moments, God whispered the same truth into my heart that I now speak to you. Discomfort does not mean disqualification. Discomfort is the announcement that enlargement is occurring. Chosen One, you are outgrowing everything that once confined you. Old fears no longer fit. Old doubts no longer match your spiritual stature. Old insecurities feel foreign because heaven has strengthened places in you that were once fragile. Your spiritual posture has shifted, and because of this, everything connected to you must shift with it. This is why you feel tension in certain relationships, why some people no longer understand you, why the version of yourself that once kept others comfortable can no longer survive this new season. You were not refined to remain small. You were not strengthened to stay hidden. You were not healed to continue shrinking. Heaven is calling you to rise, and rising requires release. Anointed One, some connections in your life were seasonal, not lifelong. They were meant to walk you through healing, but not through manifestation. Others were assigned to your survival season, not your destiny season. And a few were tied to your wounds, not your wisdom. When God shifts your identity, He also shifts your relationships, not out of cruelty, but out of mercy. Heaven protects what heaven is positioning. Chosen One, Do not fear the transitions happening around you. Transition is a sign of elevation. Heaven removes what cannot sustain your new level because what you are stepping into requires emotional clarity, spiritual focus, and relational alignment. You cannot carry everyone into your next season, not because they are bad, but because your assignment is becoming specific. Heaven is drawing boundaries around your life so that nothing interferes with what God is releasing through you. You will also begin to notice another supernatural sign: acceleration. When heaven breathes on your destiny, time behaves differently. Delays lift, resistance weakens, opportunities align. Things you once wrestled for begin to move toward you. Conversations happen at perfect moments. Resources appear with divine timing. Ideas unfold effortlessly. This is not luck. It is spiritual alignment manifesting in real time. Anointed One, acceleration is not chaos. It is divine speed. But divine speed requires discipline. Heaven is giving you more, but it is also requiring more of you. More focus, more intentionality, more stewardship. Elevation without discipline leads to collapse. But elevation with discipline becomes legacy. This is why heaven is training your inner world even as your outer world begins to shift. Your wisdom is increasing, your boundaries are sharpening, your clarity is deepening. You are learning when to speak and when to remain silent, when to move and when to stay still, when to fight and when to rest. These inner upgrades are not random. They are preparation for the weight of the blessing that is approaching. Chosen One. There is also a transformation happening in the way you see yourself. You are beginning to recognize the authority you carry, the calling on your life, the assignment woven into your identity. This realization is not pride, it is awakening. Heaven does not elevate insecure hearts. Heaven heals insecurity so you can walk with quiet confidence, knowing who you are and whose you are. You are starting to understand that your presence carries impact, that your words carry power, that your prayers shift atmospheres, that your obedience opens doors for others, not just for yourself. This awareness is part of your spiritual maturity. Heaven is trusting you with influence, not for your glory, but for God's purpose. Anointed One, influence is not about being seen. It is about being aligned. It is about carrying a frequency that shifts environments, a peace that calms storms, a truth that confronts lies, a light that exposes darkness. You are becoming someone who carries heaven into every room simply by standing in it. Chosen One. You may feel unqualified for what heaven is preparing you to carry, but qualification has never been the requirement. Surrender has always been the requirement. Heaven is not asking you to be perfect. Heaven is asking you to be available, and you have shown that availability in your obedience, your endurance, your faith, your resilience. As this season unfolds, return often to the quiet reminders God has given you, the simple truths that steadied your spirit when everything felt uncertain. They will continue to guide you as heaven accelerates what comes next. Chosen One. What you are stepping into now is not merely a new chapter. It is a new realm. A realm where the unseen begins to command the seen. A realm where heaven's movements become visible in your daily life. A realm where you no longer live by reaction, but by revelation. This is why everything in your spirit feels heightened. Why even the smallest whisper from God seems louder than it used to. Why discernment has become almost instantaneous. Heaven is not just guiding you. Heaven is training you. Anointed one, heaven elevates your inner world before it elevates your outer world. That is what you are experiencing, a deep spiritual restructuring that is preparing you for influence, responsibility, visibility, and authority. You have been asking God for breakthrough, but God has been preparing you to handle the breakthrough without it breaking you. You have been crying out for acceleration, but heaven has been strengthening your foundation, so acceleration does not overwhelm you. This is the difference between blessing and stewardship. Heaven is not just blessing you, heaven is entrusting you. Chosen one. You may not realize this yet, but your spiritual rank has increased. The evidence is in the way you now feel things before they happen, the way your spirit reacts to conversations that once went unnoticed, the way you sense motives behind words, the way you pick up spiritual shifts in others without them speaking. This sensitivity is not a burden, it is equipment. You are being prepared to walk at a level where clarity is not optional. Clarity is survival. I know this feeling well. There was a stage in my journey where everything felt sharper, heavier, more significant. At first, I assumed something was wrong because the weight increased. But later, God revealed that the weight was confirmation of growth. Heaven increases your capacity before heaven increases your influence. That pressure you feel is the expansion of your spiritual lungs. You are breathing in more of the unseen than you ever have before. Anointed one, this increase in sensitivity is also why solitude is becoming more necessary. You cannot carry what heaven is placing on you while staying surrounded by noise. Noise from people, noise from doubt, noise from your past. Heaven is carving out sacred space for you to hear precisely, move confidently, and discern accurately. Your next steps require quietness, not chaos. Chosen one. Now pay attention, because this next truth is crucial. Heaven is expanding your assignment, not just inwardly, but outwardly. This means your voice will begin to carry more authority, even in casual conversations. People will begin coming to you for wisdom without knowing why. Your presence will start influencing the emotional and spiritual climate around you, sometimes before you even speak. This is the natural progression of spiritual maturity. Heaven does not elevate you privately without revealing you publicly. But revelation requires responsibility. Influence requires integrity. Authority requires purity. That is why your inner world has gone through such intense refinement. Heaven cannot place a mantle on an unsteady soul. And chosen one, your soul is becoming steady in ways it never was before. Anointed one, heaven is also preparing you for supernatural alignment. This is the season where people you have never met will feel drawn to you. People whose hearts recognize your anointing. People whose wisdom matches your next level. People who carry keys to rooms you never imagined entering. These connections are not coincidences. They are divine placements. Heaven sends people when heaven is ready to open doors. But just as heaven brings the right people, heaven also removes the wrong ones. Do not be surprised if some individuals begin to distance themselves. Do not be alarmed if certain relationships feel strained. Elevation exposes incompatibility. You cannot carry everyone into your appointed season. Some people are tied to your old identity, not your new one. Others feel comfortable with your past wounds, but intimidated by your present strength. Let them go with grace. Heaven is protecting your next level. Chosen one, your spirit may also notice another shift, courage rising from places that once felt weak. Not loud courage, Not reckless courage, quiet, steady courage, the kind that anchors you in moments that used to shake you. This courage is not natural, it is imparted. Heaven gives confidence to those heaven is about to commission. You are being commissioned in this season, not just blessed, but assigned. I remember a time when I prayed for answers and instead received instruction, when I prayed for comfort and instead received clarity, when I prayed for escape and instead received endurance. Looking back, I understand why heaven responded that way. Answers do not build capacity. Comfort does not build purpose. Escape does not build strength. But endurance does. And chosen one, your endurance has built something heaven can now use. Anointed one, this is why heaven is now opening spiritual gates that were once locked. Gates to revelation, gates to wisdom, gates to divine opportunities, gates to supernatural provision. But understand this, gates open when hearts align, and your heart has aligned more deeply than you realize. Chosen one, you are no longer living at the mercy of your past. You are living at the edge of your calling. Every battle, every delay, every disappointment, every silent night was forming the strength required for this season. Nothing was wasted, not one tear, not one prayer, not one sacrifice. Heaven remembers what you forgot. Heaven honors what you endured. And as this unfolding continues, do not ignore the quiet reminders God places along your path, the subtle things that calm your spirit, steady your breath, and pull you closer to Him when clarity feels distant. Those small anchors will guide you as the supernatural movement becomes more visible. Chosen one. This is the season where heaven reveals what has been forming beneath the surface for years. You are entering a dimensional shift, not a minor upgrade, not a symbolic change, but a complete spiritual elevation that alters how you walk, how you see, how you pray, and how you carry the assignment on your life. This is why the air around you feels different. This is why your spirit feels alert. Breakthrough is not approaching you. Breakthrough is identifying you. Anointed one, understand this with clarity. Before heaven manifests something publicly, heaven confirms it privately. What you have been feeling internally, the rising boldness, the quiet strength, the sharpened discernment, the sudden clarity is heaven's confirmation that you have already crossed into your next season. Your external circumstances are simply catching up to what has already been completed in the spiritual realm. Chosen one, you may feel more aware of spiritual resistance in this hour. Not because the enemy has grown stronger, but because your light has grown brighter. Elevation exposes what once hid in shadows. Authority confronts what once operated unnoticed. You are no longer spiritually invisible. Darkness recognizes your rise, and resistance is merely the reaction to your ascension. Do not misinterpret it. Resistance does not mean retreat. Resistance confirms movement. When I walked through my own elevation season, I remember moments when everything around me seemed to tighten. Fewer people understood me. More battles surfaced. Quiet moments felt heavier. But later, God revealed what was happening. I was gaining spiritual territory. Territory always attracts tension. But tension is not defeat. It is the stretching of capacity. It is the announcement that something new is emerging. Anointed one, what you feel right now is not intimidation. It is initiation. Heaven is initiating you into higher authority, clearer discernment, and deeper influence. You are not being pushed down, you are being pulled up. Chosen one. As this elevation accelerates, you will begin to notice that certain environments no longer fit your spirit. Some rooms will feel too small, some conversations will feel too shallow, some mindsets will feel too limiting. This is not arrogance. This is spiritual evolution. You cannot fit into spaces designed for old versions of yourself. Heaven is not shrinking you to fit your past. Heaven is expanding you for your future. Do not apologize for outgrowing what once felt comfortable. Growth is the proof that Heaven's hand is on your life, and growth requires separation. Separation from patterns, separation from cycles, separation from familiar distractions. You are not losing people, you are losing limitations. Anointed One, Heaven is preparing to introduce you to new spiritual territory. Territory that requires emotional strength, mental clarity, and spiritual maturity. You are being shaped for rooms you once felt unqualified to enter. But Heaven does not send the unprepared. Heaven equips before Heaven elevates. That is why your inner world has been under such intense refinement. You are about to step into influence you prayed for, but you are stepping into it as someone transformed, not someone fragile. Chosen One. Another sign of this elevation is the increase in spiritual authority resting on your voice. You will speak differently. You will think differently. You will respond differently. Words that once felt heavy will now flow with ease. Prayers that once felt strained will now land with accuracy. Your presence will bring clarity to others. Your discernment will expose what is hidden. Your peace will calm storms around you. This is not because you became more impressive. It is because Heaven increased the weight you carry. You are stepping into a role where your life itself becomes a message, where your endurance becomes someone's encouragement, where your story becomes someone's confirmation. You are being positioned not just to receive breakthrough, but to release breakthrough. Anointed One, there is a mantle on your life that is becoming active, a mantle that was dormant during your wilderness, developing during your surrender, strengthening during your battles. And now it is awakening. This mantle will draw people to you not because of charisma, but because of calling. Not because of personality, but because of presence. This is why some individuals respond to you with comfort and others with discomfort. Your spirit awakens what theirs has been avoiding. Chosen One. As your authority increases, so will your influence. And influence requires stewardship. You must protect your spirit with greater intentionality. Protect your time, protect your energy, protect your peace, protect your boundaries. Not everyone who approaches you is meant to walk with you. Not everyone who compliments you is aligned with you. Not everyone who seeks access is assigned to your next season. Your discernment will reveal the difference. Heaven will show you who is for your destiny and who is for your distraction. Heaven will show you who carries alignment and who carries agenda. Heaven will show you who is drawn to your calling and who is drawn to your anointing for selfish gain. Do not fear this clarity. Clarity is one of Heaven's greatest gifts in seasons of elevation. Anointed One, acceleration is also becoming more evident. Time is beginning to compress around your calling. What once took years will begin unfolding in months. What once took months will begin unfolding in weeks. Unusual opportunities, unexpected conversations, divine timing, supernatural provision, all of it aligned with a precision only Heaven could orchestrate. Your role in this acceleration is not to strive. It is to stay aligned, stay surrendered, stay attentive. Elevation is not powered by effort. Elevation is powered by obedience. Chosen one, you will begin to feel a newfound confidence rising in you, not the kind rooted in ego, but the kind rooted in awareness of who walks with you. You will stop negotiating your worth. You will stop apologizing for your calling. You will stop dimming your light to soothe others' insecurities. You are stepping into a season where you no longer question if you are chosen. You walk in the truth that you are chosen. And as heaven continues to unfold this elevation, hold close the quiet reminders God has placed in your spirit, the simple truths that steady you when intensity rises and clarity feels thin. They will carry you as you move into the next dimension of what heaven is releasing. Chosen one, you have reached the threshold of a divine unveiling. This is the moment where everything heaven has whispered, everything you have carried in silence, everything your spirit has discerned but could not articulate, begins to step into the light. You are no longer approaching your appointed season. You are standing inside it. The atmosphere around your life is not shifting by accident. Heaven has spoken your name, and creation is responding. Anointed one, you must understand the magnitude of this hour. What is unfolding is not ordinary breakthrough. It is not a small blessing. It is not a temporary uplift. You are stepping into a generational shift, a spiritual recalibration, a mantle-bearing season that alters the trajectory of your life and the lives connected to your future. This is why your spirit feels so alive, why old fears feel weaker, why clarity feels sharper, why your heart feels anchored in ways that once felt impossible. Chosen one, the pressure you felt in the past season was not warfare meant to destroy you. It was preparation meant to define you. Heaven was shaping your endurance, sharpening your discernment, strengthening your identity, and deepening your surrender, because what you are about to carry requires someone who has been tested, not someone who has merely been taught. There is a weight of calling on your life that could not rest upon an unstable foundation. God has been fortifying you, layer by layer, moment by moment, surrender by surrender. I have lived this truth myself. I have felt the breaking seasons, the silent years, the stretching moments that felt like too much. And yet every time I reached the end of myself, heaven revealed that I had actually reached the beginning of purpose. What felt like loss became strength. What felt like delay became alignment. What felt like isolation became divine protection. And now I can see the same spiritual architecture forming around your journey. Anointed one, this is why nothing from your past season was wasted. Every disappointment, every unanswered prayer, every tear that fell without understanding, every battle that made you question your own strength, all of it was woven into your preparation. Heaven wastes nothing. What hurt you refined you. What stretched you matured you. What shook you awakened you. You are carrying revelation now, not just information. You are carrying authority now, not just hope. You are carrying assignment now, not just desire. Chosen one, as you step deeper into this divine unveiling, heaven is releasing supernatural favor over your life. Favor that bypasses effort. Favor that confounds logic. Favor that positions you in rooms your resume did not qualify you for. Favor that opens doors you were never meant to knock on. Favor that aligns people, resources, opportunities, and timing with precision that only God could orchestrate. But hear this clearly. Favor invites attention. Some will celebrate you. Some will misunderstand you. Some will honor you. Some will question you. Elevation always reveals hearts. Do not let the reactions of others distract you from the assignment heaven is placing on your life. Not everyone is meant to understand your calling. Not everyone is meant to walk with you into your next season. Discernment will be your protection. Humility will be your anchor. Anointed one, you must walk with intentionality in this season. Influence requires integrity. Visibility requires discipline. Promotion requires stewardship. Heaven is not elevating you for applause. Heaven is elevating you for impact. Your story will carry healing for others. Your endurance will give strength to the weary. Your transformation will unlock someone else's courage. You are becoming the testimony someone has been praying for. Chosen one. Another truth you must embrace. This next season will not be defined by striving. You have done enough pushing, enough fighting, enough trying to make things happen. This is the season where what God has prepared begins to rise on its own. The seeds you planted in pain will bloom in unexpected places. The prayers you prayed through tears will begin to manifest with astonishing clarity. The obedience you offered when no one saw will reward you in ways only heaven could measure. This is the rhythm of divine timing. What once felt impossible will now feel inevitable. What once resisted you will now respond to you. What once confused you will now make sense. Heaven has gone before you. Grace has prepared the way. All that remains is for you to walk in alignment with what your spirit already knows. The time is now. Anointed one, as doors begin to open with supernatural ease, you must also protect your inner world. Promotion can expose what pain once concealed. Elevation can reveal what battles once hid. Guard your heart. Guard your humility. Guard your focus. Remember the altar where you cried out. Remember the quiet nights where only God understood you. Remember the moments you stood when everything in you wanted to collapse. These memories will keep you grounded as heaven lifts you higher. Chosen one. You are about to experience increase in multiple realms at the same time. Emotional increase as healing settles deeper into your soul. Spiritual increase as revelation becomes your new language. Relational increase as heaven aligns you with people who speak to your future. Financial increase as provision flows toward your purpose. But with increase comes responsibility. Heaven blesses you so you can bless others. Heaven elevates you so you can reach others. Heaven strengthens you so you can carry others. Your assignment extends beyond you. There will be moments in this coming season where you feel the weight of legacy, because this is not just your breakthrough. This is a generational turning point. You are breaking cycles that your family endured for decades. You are opening doors your ancestors could not. You are carrying authority your lineage has never held. Heaven chose you for this moment because heaven trusted your spirit with the responsibility of change. Anointed one, as this chapter unfolds, you will also see divine reversal. Things stolen will be restored. Things broken will be rebuilt. Things delayed will accelerate. Things hidden will be revealed. Things lost will return in greater measure. This is heaven's way of declaring that your story will not end in disappointment. Redemption is already in motion. Chosen one, you are standing inside a moment the enemy hoped you would never reach, but you reached it anyway. Not because you were flawless, but because you were faithful. Not because you were strong, but because you stayed surrendered. Not because you never doubted, but because you never quit. Walk forward now with your head lifted. Your destiny is calling. Heaven is cheering. And in the days ahead, when your spirit longs for reassurance, remember the quiet reminders God plants along the way, the ones that steady you and call you back to peace. This concludes the full rewritten body content. Chosen one. You have walked through this message with a heart open enough for heaven to speak. And now the Spirit bears witness to what your faith has unlocked. Heaven has already moved on your obedience. What felt small to you echoed loudly in the unseen. You are standing inside your Kairos moment, the convergence of divine timing and surrendered faith. The supernatural transfer is not approaching you, it is responding to you. Resolution is settling over your spirit because heaven has settled its decision concerning you. Anointed one, may courage rise in you. May clarity walk beside you. May favor go before you. Remain faithful. Stay aligned with the flow of the anointing. Look ahead with gratitude, because what is forming now will soon become the evidence you prayed for. If this word confirmed something deep in your spirit, share it in the comments. Subscribe if you desire more messages spoken in the same sacred rhythm. A quiet spiritual reminder has been prepared for you as well. After this, go to the description and the pinned comment. Peace to your spirit, strength to your steps. Heaven is with you.